Okay, I'm going to start off this video by explaining something to my subscribers. We are on the verge of about 50,000 subscribers. I've been on YouTube for 6 years, almost seven actually, and you can go back and see where I started. You're looking at it right now. I used to post videos of the work that I did in hopes of gaining more customers, so forth and so on, and it worked pretty well. And then, every once in a while, I'd go outside to smoke a cigarette and I would look up and I would see this. Now, it really, really didn't dawn on me necessarily what I was seeing, but I've always been into space since I was 9 years old, which is 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And I started looking into it a little bit and I started posting videos probably about 3, 4 years ago about chemtrails. I would tell my family about it, I would point to them, and they would just laugh and go, "Oh, come on, that's nothing." Well, as you can see, this is clearly nothing. This started about 30 minutes ago, and this is the result. It's big, thick, and long lasting. These things don't go anywhere. This is not condensation coming out of a Pratt and Whitney or a Rolls-Royce engine. None whatsoever. And if you look up NASA's information, the Appleman chart is what it's called. It explains to you the heights and conditions required for a plane to even leave a condensation trail behind it. And we're seeing this every single solitary day. So the Appleman chart is basically out the window. For those that don't know, they're spraying us. They're spraying us like bugs. Plenty of people have tested it until the lab stopped testing, but it's barium, strontium, and aluminum. Worst case scenario, there's other things in there that we just don't know anything about. But that's not what this video is about. Several channels have decided to start attacking me for whatever reason, and it happens. It's happened to me last year. It happened to me the year before. It happens, and I usually just ignore them. And for those that don't understand why I ignore them, let me ask you this. If you're on a bus or a train or in a supermarket and a mentally challenged person starts screaming at you, are you going to start arguing with them in front of everybody? Of course you wouldn't, because that would make you look insane. It just doesn't make any sense. You can't argue with them and win, correct? So there's that. Now on to this. See this video that I'm taking right now? I'm clearly in the daytime, I'm zooming in on the moon. Let's watch this again. In the daylight, I'm zooming right in on the moon, no problem, with a Nikon P900. And I can zoom even further than that, and I believe I will. There it is. You can literally see what looks to be stars shining right through it. Now let's take a look at this. This is going to be a little comparison. Right over here is the Boston skyline, see it? And right there is the Prudential building, which if you Google it, from my house to the Prudential, it's 4.7 miles away as the crow flies. Not too far, right? I could probably fly the drone over there, but I might lose it, so I don't. At any rate, plus there's an airport right here. Yeah, I grew up next to the airport watching Logan dump all day long. This never happened in my first 30 years of life. It's all pretty new. At any rate, let's watch me zoom in on the Prudential building, shall we? This is going to be a test to prove that the moon is nowhere near 234,000 miles away. Watch. I got the tripod up. I've got the Prudential right in my sights. And here I go. I'm zooming in. That's the Prudential building. See it? Let me adjust the tripod for a second, because as you zoom, it goes up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Prudential building. You can almost read it because it says Prudential right there. And there you go. My camera is totally maxed out. I apologize for the shakiness, but when you're zoomed out 2,000 millimeters, the camera gets shaky. That is as far as I can zoom out with a Nikon P900 to an object that I know the distance, 4.7 miles away as the crow flies. Now let's watch me zoom in on the moon. That's 200 plus thousand miles away, and I'm trying to videotape the moon through an incredibly heavy atmosphere that they're spraying right in front of my eyes. We've already seen that, right? Okay, now I just turned the camera up, nothing more. I'm still standing on the same balcony. It's still the same incredibly chemtrail day. There's the moon right there, 200 plus thousand miles away. Let's zoom in. Here we go. And as I'm doing it, there's another plane right there, aerosol spraying, but that's not today's subject, really. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. All right, I must be maxed out, right? Nope, not at all. Here we go. Here we go through it. Now remember, they are spraying like it's their job and they're supposed to be doing it. Look how far I can zoom in on the moon. I can see those lights right there in that crater. I can see all these speckles right here on it. I mean, are you kidding me? And as far as I can zoom in on the Prudential building is so I can almost read the letters. Yeah, 4.7 miles away. And I might even Google Earth it and try to prove it. Hold on. Okay, this isn't my exact address, but it's right near my house. And if you've watched my videos, you can tell. If you go straight across the water right here, there's Boston. And I've already flown my drone over there, and it's less than 2 miles. Let me see if I can find the Prudential again. Bear with me. There it is right there. Now, if anybody knows how I figure out the exact mileage so I can show it, it's not very far. I can literally see it with the naked eye. I think I'm going the right way here. Am I? I might be following it up, but it doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. Richie from Boston, everything that they tell us is a lie. I can zoom in more on the moon than I can on a building that I can see with my naked eye. That's crazy. They're lying to us. Do not believe NASA because they're lying about our entire origin. I put up that video about Trey Smith earlier, and people like, oh my God, he charges money. Well, guess what? He lives on this planet too. And when you spend all your time researching for people that just leave comments and don't actually make videos of any consequence, believe it or not, we're the only species that has to pay to live here. So if he wants to charge a little bit of money for his videos and I want to buy them and give them away, you shouldn't even be commenting because you're not adding, you're not helping. There's no, you see what I'm saying? You're just causing more chaos, which is exactly what the alternative media was set up to abolish. So there you go. Okay. Richie from Boston, like, share, subscribe. I am out.